Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you my January spread. When I did my February spread, I was not completely done with my January, so I wanted to show you guys in a new video, just kind of a walkthrough of what I did in my January. So let's go ahead and flip through. I'm gonna go ahead and start from the beginning of the journal just because, you know, I'm not that far into it, so I'll just do a quick flip through of the beginning of it and then we'll make it to the January. This is the beginning of my January spread. I went with like a blue color theme with snowflakes, which I really loved. And then my word for the year is focus, so I really love this quote, so I added it. It is, when life gets blurry, adjust your focus. For my monthly overview, I did not use it that much. I did use it for a few things to kind of remember, but I always forget to use this thing. I need to use it more often, but I still like having it whether I use it or not. But I just kind of surrounded it with snowflakes to give it this beautiful wintry look. This page here is my mood tracker, and what I did was I made these squiggly lines, which I kind of regret making the squiggly lines. I think it kind of takes away from the snowflakes. I should have just had random areas where I put the numbers and did snowflakes there, but you know, you live, you learn. So I just decided to make the squiggly lines and put a snowflake depending on the color of my mood for that day. And I don't know, it worked out pretty well. I like it, minus the squiggly lines for next time, I think. This page is for my affirmations. For the month of January, I was working on the miracle morning, which I absolutely love, and I am still continuing doing it in February. I'm not perfect at it, but I do try to do it most mornings, especially on the weekday mornings, because it really gets me up and moving. And one of the things for the miracle morning is affirmations. So basically, I was writing down something positive and uplifting about myself every single morning, and it just kind of helped me get my mind in the right mindset for the day. So I deal with PTSD, anxiety, and depression, and just waking up in the morning and working on my planner, writing down positive affirmations, and working on my mood tracker, it really helps me to focus on what's more important. So it just gets my mind out of the negative funk that it can get into and more into the positive light. So this here is my YouTube planning, meal planning, and my habit tracker. I did really well planning out my videos for January for YouTube. I really like this spread because it kind of gives it, you know, enough space to be able to write everything down. Notice that the last half of the month I slacked off on my meal planning. Honestly, my husband made most of our meals for January and February, to be perfectly honest. He is eating keto right now, so he is making like wings and shrimp and steak and just all kinds of yummy, delicious food in the air fryer. So I'm just kind of letting him do his thing, and I'm enjoying eating it. So that's why I really didn't plan anything out, because some days I would make something easy, and then it was always, I never really knew what we were gonna eat, which isn't great because I really do like meal planning and something I should do better at. But I am enjoying his food. This here is my habit tracker. I like to track certain things that I want to, you know, just, well, track. So I did track the days that I was doing the miracle morning. I tracked when I was exercising. I tracked when I worked on my bullet journal, when I read anything or listened to a podcast, when I flossed my teeth, when I did my laundry, whenever I ate more healthier, Whenever I did my nighttime routine, which is usually cleaning the living room and the kitchen, that's pretty much my nighttime routine. And whenever I posted on Instagram. So it's nice being able to keep track of everything. Basically, I just did a little dot over the number of the month, and I think it worked out really, really well. So this page here is my brain dump. Basically anything that I need to write down or anything I think about. It could be completely full some months, it can be pretty much empty some months, but I like to have it just in case. So it's just something that really helps me to just be able to write down what I'm thinking, like if I have a video idea, or I don't know, I just write down whatever I want to in it, and it really is something that I need. So this is my first weekly spread. I like it. I just kept it simple, and I left these sides here for room for things that I wanted to track. So on this side I just have goals and then tasks, and then this side I wanted to keep track of the days I did the miracle morning with the savers. If you aren't familiar with the miracle morning, then I suggest checking it out, but basically it has these savers. The first one is silence, affirmations, vision, or visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. So each time I did one of these things, I would just mark it down. And then I also tracked my sleep, like how long I slept each night, and then I tracked what I was reading or listening to, whether it be podcasts or I was reading a book or whatnot. So I just like having that kind of stuff. And then I just, of course, wrote down everything I was doing for the day. I'm really, really sad that I did not do this. I started out strong, and then once I got behind, I just stopped, and it would have been so cute. Maybe I'll come back to it and finish it though, but I don't know. I just didn't do it, and I'm very sad about it. But this is the Oodles of Doodles, and it's so much fun. So here's my next week's spread. Pretty simple. I basically tracked the exact same things: my miracle morning, sleep, books, and then I have errands here and just my daily to-dos. I wanted to try block scheduling, and normally I would put this at the beginning of my planner, but of course I already have that filled out, so I have to add it wherever I can, wherever I'm at that moment. So it is in the middle of my January spread. But this is my block schedule for when I really want to try to commit, which I do want to try to commit to this because I think it's awesome. But basically you block what you're supposed to do in these certain time frames, and then once you're done with that time frame, you move to the next. And it's supposed to help you kind of get more stuff done, be more motivated, and have a little bit more of a productive day. I have not really started it yet. I've tried it, but I just fell at it. So I need to try to make it a habit to do. This is my third week, and I kind of did the same layout as I did the week before, except for this time I decided I was going to write down like little notes at the end of the day, or the next morning I would write it in, but kind of explaining. It's kind of like a journal entry, I guess, which I enjoyed. And then I kept track of the exact same things on the other pages: steps, sleep, miracle morning, reading. So this was a fun week because it is the first time I attempted a Dutch door in my bullet journal, and I love it. I'm definitely going to start trying this more often. But basically I did like the first spread type, except for I wanted a little bit more space to put the things that I wanted to do for the day. I like having a bit more space. And then I also put my chore list here, so I wanted to clean each one of these rooms, and whenever I did for the week, I would mark it off and continue down the list. So for the last week, this was actually the week that I was working on my February spread, and I didn't really do too much with it. Like I didn't use it as much as I should have because it was kind of a rough week. So, and I was really trying to focus on working on my February spread. So yeah, there is that as well. But I went ahead and did this last week, even though it went into February, because my February spread was not ready and it was already this week. So I went ahead and made this week January 28th through February 3rd. And of course, I keep track of the same things. Then you go into my February spread. If you wanted to watch me create this, then I will link it down below so you can easily find it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. We will see you guys in the next one. Bye.